As some of you may already know, I am transgender. But what does it mean to be trans and furry? The furry fandom is a pretty awesome place, full of accepting people and diverse lifestyles. What I'm going to talk about today is my experience coming out in the fandom as transgender, and how it's changed for the better since then. If you were to ask me at the beginning of 2015 how my life was, I probably would have said that everything was perfect. I had the perfect boyfriend, house, dog, car, life. That all changed November of that year. Chip, my husband, and I were going to get married, and something was nagging at my soul. You see, I had lied to him since the day we met. One tiny white lie that was so harmless that I thought maybe if I tried hard enough, it would just go away. That fateful November evening, after a tearful conversation in the hot tub, I came out to him as transgender. And we lived happily ever after. Just kidding, but seriously, things did work out, but not without a lot of hard work. I thought living as a gay man might be enough for me to feel fulfilled without transitioning. It was hard, and I constantly tried my best to fit into that role, but as I'm sure plenty of folks who knew me at that time would say, AJ always seems like he's trying too hard. It's true. I was at a point of toxic masculinity, desperate to shape a facade that would destroy every last ounce of my feminine nature. Ultimately, it was that broke me. The weight of years of repression tore me apart. A lifetime of emotions poured forth from my soul. This was when I took to Twitter, and let's just say I dumped my emotions in a highly inappropriate manner. Now let me stop there for a second and say that while it helped me through a tough time, that degree of attention-seeking behavior is pretty unhealthy. It was at this point, with the encouragement of a few furry friends, that I sought out therapy. Therapy really helped me let out the weight of my emotions and get things off my chest. It even helped me repair things with my husband. It was by far the best thing that I could have done for myself. So after all that therapy and starting hormones, we began to gradually become more social again. It was at this point that we started to run into a lot of silliness. See, the fandom is LGBT, but I would say it's mostly heavy on the G. Because of this, I think my transition awoke some insecurities in others and forced them to question their own natures within. The short of it is that I had several folks lash out at me in ways that still hurt me to this day. But as bad as that was, there was so much more positivity that I found. Being yourself allows you to connect with people that matter in your life, and on a much deeper level than you've ever experienced before. This alone made my life infinitely richer. The friendships that lasted through that turbulent time were the ones that mattered, the people that truly cared about me. After all, shouldn't friends be about more than whether or not you're attracted to someone for superficial reasons? The fandom today has gone through a pretty big shift. It's much more accepting of other queer lifestyles. So much has changed in such a short time, and my story, well, let's just say we lived happily ever after. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you liked this video and want to see more, please subscribe.